This is a game engine.
Can I say one other thing?
Sure.
I don't even like to use the term game engine. Real-time engine is the more proper term.
Okay, let's try this again. This is a real-time engine. Specifically, it's an engine for building theme parks. You know, these things.
We like immersion. We like to go to places and immerse ourselves in those experiences, immerse ourselves in the stories of those places, and immerse ourselves in a relationship with the real world or with a fantasy world in a new way. That is what theme parks are about.
Historically, theme park rides had only a few elements: slow-moving carts, extravagant sets, and maybe some animatronics. Those experiences allowed parkgoers to transcend their reality. But the bar to transcend reality is higher now, so there are more tools that theme parks have to use. Pyrotechnics, cars on gimbals, projection, augmented reality, and now using VR and game engines to design the rides themselves. And it doesn't stop there, because the future of theme parks might not even be physical. We may all be living in some Fortnite-style, extended universe, ever-present game. I mean, what if your entire reality was virtual? This is Hard Reset, a series about rebuilding our world from scratch.
Welcome to Disneyland. To all who come to this happy place, Disneyland is your land.
What is Disneyland? Well, it's a theme park, not an amusement park. It's something different.
That's Rick. Come back, Rick. A legendary former Imagineer and magician, apparently.
It wasn't just a collection of roller coaster rides, get on a thing, go really fast, okay, it's over. It was something more than that. It had this notion of immersing you, not just in a socially different place, but to really take you away.
Rick has been on the bleeding edge of theme park tech since Disney World was built.
The special effects equipment to the projection system.
I think the expression we all adopted that we were the Epcot babies. The clarity of what Epcot did was really how you could take all sorts of ideas, whether they're cultural ideas, historical ideas, and create an immersive experience.
My parents took me to Disneyland the first time when I was 3 years old, and I never looked back.
That's Michael, former Jungle Cruise skipper and consultant for Walt Disney Imagineering.
This thrill of, how did they do that? You know, seeing it happen before your very eyes, like a magic trick. That's the feeling that I've really been chasing my whole life.
When rides were just moving cars, models, and sets, the tools needed were mostly sketches and models. Oh hey, it's Walt Disney. But with all the immersion that riders now demand, the only way to prototype that is with real-time engines. That's why Michael created World Builder.
The World Builder software helps you see what happens in the space. It's not just the architecture, but it's the show, the actual theatrics, the entertainment that takes place within the facility. When does this light turn on? When does this speaker fire? When does this ball of flame erupt from the ground? In the real world, you have hundreds of people working on these things, many different companies, each with their own specialization and their own scope.
It's not one single individual or one single discipline that leads to the creation of anything. It takes a village. It takes a huge village.
They all sort of get to the field where the thing is being built, and they find mistakes. They find clashes where, they didn't necessarily communicate properly with each other. That's the friction point that World Builder is really trying to ease.
VR is an incredible tool for designing theme park experiences because it's already totally immersive. But since you're already designing it in VR, do these experiences need to be in the real world? Galaxy's Edge, Disney's newest themed land, is a physical park, but it also has a digital twin, a VR app called Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
You can put on your Oculus Quest and step into the land that previously you could only see when you visited the park. When you put the headset on, you'll notice that all of the other guests are missing. Now there's really no issue of throughput or having to shuffle people through this thing, and now you can explore the parts of Galaxy's Edge that maybe you didn't have a chance to.
Welcome in!
You can have more long-form conversations with different aliens, or you can actually go into the cantina because it's not packed to the gills with annual pass holders. You can actually go in there and order a drink. That's really the first instance of anything like this that's ever been done, where you can get a deeper dive and a somewhat different view of the same location by exploring its digital counterpart.
With experiences like Tales from Galaxy's Edge, the boundaries of a theme park have been extended. And with AR, now the entire world is a theme park. I experienced this when my son and I play Pokemon Go. Our reality has expanded to accommodate an entire world filled with Pokemon. And for us, that's not fantasy. It's just an expansion of our reality. So picture a scenario where everyone had something in their life like Pokemon Go. You could live in the Pokemon or the Harry Potter wizarding world, Marvel or the DC universe. Or it could be Victorian, or 50s Americana, or Western. Your entire fantasy world connected by AR, VR, movies, television, theme parks, or even the way your Alexa or Siri sounds.
It really blurs the line between the physical and the digital, but it also blurs the line between me and a character. Let's say I've customized myself to be a smuggler or a warrior. I get farther and farther away from being myself and more close to being sort of this character within this world, this fictional world.
This would be a hard reset for how we think about reality. And maybe that exacerbates digital echo chambers and fragments our shared truths. But maybe it's inevitable, because it's not just theme parks that are embracing this blurred line.
Meow Wolf,
Immersive theater.
escape rooms, themed restaurants.
Themed entertainment is more popular than it's ever been before. And really what all of this technology means is that it's finally possible to deliver on the promise of the theme park, which is the illusion that you're in a fantasy world.
People seek experiences that give them awe. And if you don't have the means to do that physically, why not embrace a digital reality that makes that possible?
Suddenly the whole world becomes a little bit more interesting.
If I had my druthers, I'd want to live in the real world, probably still. But I'll tell you what, it's much easier than like flying to Bali. And you put on this headset and all of a sudden, it just feels like you're there.
All of these opportunities for people to lose themselves and be the other part of themselves, or make it something not like real life.
Come back next time for another episode of Hard Reset. Subscribe to Freethink to watch our other original series and documentaries about technology and people that are changing our world.